I'm here with John Sherrer, Director of Preservation for Historic Columbia, here at the corner of Bull and Calhoun Streets, home of two remarkable historic buildings in Columbia that now house the Goings Law Firm, 1500 and 1510 Calhoun Street. John, tell us about Historic Columbia and its mission.
Historic Columbia was founded in 1961 as a nonprofit, and we are the Midland's leading preservation advocacy organization and a source for local history in Columbia and Richland County. We're also the contractual stewards of 3 city-owned historic properties, the Robert Mills House, the Man Simon site, and the Majeska Simpkins site, and of 2 Richland County-owned properties, the Museum of Reconstruction at the Woodrow Wilson Family Home and the Hampton Preston Mansion. And by the way, we're also the owners of the Siebel's house 1 block south of here, so we're pretty close neighbors. Robert, Historic Columbia awarded these buildings, your office buildings, preservation awards in 1986 and 1987 when they were relocated and preserved by 2 historic preservationists. And just last year, through the efforts of you and your wife Rebecca, the building here at 1500 Calhoun Street received yet another preservation award for the very thoughtful and detailed work done that shows y'all's commitment to historic preservation.
Thank you, John. Our firm is committed to preserving what makes Columbia so special. And to operate our firm out of 2 historic buildings sets us apart. We are proud to partner with Historic Columbia, and we are truly appreciative of the mission that it has here in the capital city. John, tell us about the history of our law offices at 1500 and 1510 Calhoun Street.
Well, the buildings at these 2 locations, 1500 and 1510 Calhoun Street, commonly known as the Barton Wallace House and the Wallace House, date to the antebellum period, likely built sometime around the late 1840s. Both buildings were originally associated with the Wallace family, one of the earliest families in Columbia, whose lands bordered what eventually became the South Carolina State Hospital campus. Thankfully, these buildings survived February of 1865, when General Sherman and his troops briefly occupied Columbia, and portions of the city were burned or destroyed. Perhaps these buildings, being associated with the state hospital, afforded them some protection. By the mid-20th century, these buildings were owned and used by the South Carolina Department of Mental Health, and in 1977, the department sought permission to demolish the Barton House after it had fallen into apparent state of disrepair. That request, fortunately, was denied by the City of Columbia's Landmark Commission, whose members knew the building's intrinsic value and their importance to the history of Columbia. In 1983, preservationists Mark Copeland and Matthew Wall purchased the buildings, and in early 1984 relocated them to vacant lots here on the southeast corner of Bull and Calhoun Streets, where they stand today as 1500 and 1510 Calhoun Street. These buildings stand here today just a block south from where they stood for nearly 150 years. They survived war, long history of institutional use, and urban renewal, often factors that have led to the loss of Columbia's historic fabric.
John, what a fascinating history of these buildings. Our firm is honored to receive Historic Columbia's 2025 Preservation Awards. We are proud stewards of what makes Columbia so special.
Properties like this ones that you are caring for are finite resources. They are tangible links to our shared past and portals through which we can connect with people who came before us. Your firm's commitment to stewardship is something to be celebrated. Historic Columbia, and really all of Columbia, thanks you for it.
And thank you, John. We're proud sponsors and partners of Historic Columbia.